Hello, I'm Caroline Evans, Principal Policy Advisor at the National Transport Commission. I'm part of the team working on the review of the Heavy Vehicle National Law, the first of its kind since the law commenced in February 2019. The goal of this review is to deliver a modern, outcome-focused law for regulating heavy vehicle transport in Australia. We're currently consulting on a realistic set of policy options for the future law. These options cover access, fatigue, assurance, duties, regulatory tools, technology and data, and vehicles and roadworthiness. This short video will walk you through the options relating to access. In Australia, access decision-making under the current HVNL is complex. General access limits have not changed since the 1990s, and mass and dimension limits have not changed with advances in the heavy vehicle fleet. The current process results in the issue of a large number of permits, creates administrative and compliance burdens for operators and road managers. It can also create administrative delays for operators and managers in the granting of access. Additionally, each state and territory has different requirements for pilots and escorts, requiring the movement of oversized and overmass loads, making it challenging to move OSOM loads across borders. Need for the future national law to improve the approach to managing access. This is in order to simplify and streamline the decision-making process to ensure that the right decisions get made as quickly and efficiently as possible and enable simpler and more transparent access options which prioritise productivity where it is safe and reasonable. A number of options are identified which seek to improve the Heavy Vehicle National Law's approach to access by providing simpler and more transparent access options. These options include enhanced general access. This would enable a broader range of vehicles to travel without notices or permits. This complements ongoing efforts to increase the number of vehicles and routes covered by notices. Expedited access decision-making based on risk and precedent. The future law could support expedited decision-making for equivalent or lower risk applications, not just permit renewals. Revised process and time limits. This is to avoid applications getting lost in the system. Allow delegated decision-making. Some local governments have told us that this is something that they would like to do. Road managers could delegate certain consents to the regulator or state road authority, for example, which may help speed up some decisions. A national approach for accrediting pilots and escorts. A future heavy vehicle national law could establish a harmonised scheme for managing accreditation of pilots and escorts, potentially based on the single-tier Western Australia model. This could be administered by the National Heavy Vehicle Regulator. For road managers, this could mean fewer resources needed and greater efficiencies. The application process could be substantially simplified. Road managers may be able to delegate certain access decisions to another party, such as a state road authority, to the regulator, or to another party with suitable expertise. It could also mean expedited decision-making to apply for equivalent or lower risk applications based on precedent from previous approvals. For the operator, this could mean more transparency for access requests and more data sharing between operators and road managers, and provision of a harmonised national approach for accrediting pilots and escorts. We want to make it easy for you to get involved in the HVNL review. As an alternative to the formal written submission, you can send in your short form feedback on topics of interest or relevance to you. Visit hvnlreview.ntc.gov.au and select options for a future law across the top banner. Tell us which options you prefer and any other feedback you think we need to consider. Your input will be used to inform and shape policy options for consideration by ministers next year.